I said before, I believe in our team. I do believe in our team. And we're going to work hard to make our team better. And I hope the players respond the right way. And it's not going to be for you. The fans, yes. Because if it was up to you, we're 6 foot under already. We're dead and buried and gone. Gone. And just because you got beat on the last play, that can't affect the next play. Or that's breaking you. Your frustration is breaking you. Just because you miss a block, or you get blocked, or you miss a tackle, or you fumble the ball. What does it take to break you?
Everything you put into it is right out in front of you. Let's go get this thing.
Good morning and good morning to everybody. Welcome to the Long Run with Piano Man and Bishop. And this is called Come to Jesus Monday. We gonna have a Come to Jesus meeting this morning. Yes, we are. And we gonna put some things on the table. But first, before I do that, good morning to my partner in crime. It's the Bishop, everybody. Bishop Newkirk, what's up? What's up?
What's up?
What's going
Ladies
on?
and gentlemen, hey, that was a playoff game. Great job, T-Town. You put on one heck of a show. No doubt.
Yeah, and congratulations to, listen, there is a passage of scripture that says, honor to whom honor, custom to whom custom, tribute to whom tribute. And Bishop, I have to give Oklahoma credit. Man, congratulations on your win. And but we're gonna talk about a few things because it's time to bring some things to the forefront, and we're gonna put a whole general capsule on this thing. First of all, and then before I go to the chat, what's up, Brock? Good morning to you, bro.
Oh, what's up?
You got it, bro. You got it. Man, you sound like you ain't under the bed, you under the floor, bro.
No, I just woke up about 30 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Hey, I feel you, man. I feel you. But roll tide to you, Brock. Good to see you. We're gonna chop it up in just a minute. And then I'm going to go to the chat right quick and address. I'm do like I always do. Good morning and roll tide to William Bryant. Hey, good morning. I got to do this. Win, lose, or draw. Latoya is in the house. Latoya's in the house. So here we go. What's up, Latoya? Good morning, Latoya. That's for you always with the honeybee and everything. Good morning, and good morning again. Good morning, Carla Hinton. TP, what's up, man? The great one. Good morning, TP. Congratulations. Man, you told it. You said it. Good morning to you, man. Congratulations to them Oklahoma Sooners. Good morning, Bobby Sprinkle and Roll Tide to you. Good morning, Nicholas Harden. I hope all is well with you. I hope you're feeling better. Again, good morning, William Bryant, Latoya, and Carla. Again, good morning to you. I see Brock's on the Brock is here and everything. Stephen Hicks and the Voices of No Mercy. Good morning, my brother. Roll Tide to you. Double A is here. Good morning. Keep hoping. Stacy, go Dogs. Have a good day, Stacy. Stacy, I'll take mine in cash. And you know what that's all about? Good morning and congratulations to them Dogs. That's right. Told you what was going to happen. That's right. Yeah, that's right. All right. That's right. Let me see who else is up in here. Bishop talking about neck bone, collard green. Bishop, speaking of neck bone and collard greens, bro, I had some shepherd's pie yesterday. That was awesome, bro.
Did you?
Sir. Oh, man. That cheese, Brock, it was melted on it just right.
Now, good. Hey, look, the chat asked me, are you having that this morning? No, that's just you guys, the chat. That is, you're the best of the best, is what that basically is saying. If you get that, that means someone know that you're a special guest. That's what that means when I put the menu.
That shepherd's pie made. You looking at Jesus would have been proud of that. Telling you, man, Jesus would have been proud of that one. You know what? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. And y'all, I'm gonna keep it moving right here. Jeff Stapleton, good morning to you and Roll Tide. Let me tell you something. If shepherd's pie is on the menu in heaven, that person gonna make it up there. Cause boy, that devil made the saints go marching in yesterday.
Well.
Yeah, Jeff Stapleton, good morning and Roll Tide to you. So let's go back. We've made it to the top. Let's go back to the bottom, and I see hey Gwen, good morning to you. Roll Tide.
TP, are you with me? Hey.
Yeah, TP. Okay. Now, Bishop Brock, before we start this come to Jesus meeting. Good morning, Martavis and Roll Tide. Before we start this come to Jesus meeting. Eric D, good morning and Roll Tide. This I gotta lay a few ground rules. I gotta lay a few ground rules. First of all, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Right. Just be respectful.
That's it.
Just be respectful of the opinion. Just be respectful, because the things we gonna put on the table here, some folks, I'm just gonna go on and tell you, some folks are not gonna like it. They're not gonna like what we have to say. But it is what it is, and you can't hide from it anymore. And trust me, and to the Sooner fans, you gonna get some too. Cause trust me, we gonna show you something too. Okay, something and Brock, what I'm gonna have to do, bro, is I'm gonna put it in the chat here in just a minute. Brock, I'm gonna give you my phone number so you can start being on some of these phone calls. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, gotcha. So you can be in on some of these phone calls, and then we can start being in on them together, and everything. Because here's the catch this morning. Y'all in this game, and not only just Oklahoma, Bama, but also Texas, Georgia. Well, basically those two. Saturday was SEC Day. Oh, wait a minute. Excuse me, y'all. Texas A&M and South Carolina. I'm going to deal with those three games, but mainly Bama, Georgia. Bama, Oklahoma. All right? But I just want everybody to be respectful, and please be a little open-minded. And before I do that, good morning, Bino. My GM is here and everything. I want to give a shout-out to Coach Sean and B Sharp. Coach Carl, that whole crew from over there. Coach Sean warned everybody. Coach Sean warned everybody that what we saw Saturday was going to happen. Coach, I'm gonna leave Bishop out of this. I'm gonna leave TP out of this. I'm gonna leave Stacey Go Dogs out of this. But Coach Sean warned everybody that this was going to happen. I took some notes, Bishop and Brock. I took some notes. But listen, I'm gonna show y'all something. Right quick. Let me get my glasses out the way. Look at my notes. This is front, back. More notes on back of stuff. More notes on sticky pads. This was the week that I took my most notes, listening to other people, listening to commentators, going on YouTube. Y'all, my eyes hurt that I looked at YouTube, listened to Tide 100 this morning, listening to 2 shows just this morning before I came on here. This is why, Bishop. This is why, Brock. And I think we've also advocated that we listen to other podcasts. We go on other social media venues. And y'all, I'm going to tell you something. The comments are vicious. A lot of them are vicious. Brock, have you been on Twitter yet?
Yeah, I saw it, man.
Tell me what you think. Just kind of generalization about this game of what people are saying about last Saturday.
They blaming our quarterback. They're throwing him under the bus already. some Alabama fans, and I think it's ridiculous. The offensive line didn't do his job. It's not always on top, man. So Ty threw for freaking 300 something yards.
Yep.
On might be the best defense in the SEC. So yeah, that's that.
Well, Bishop, what you think?
I'm gonna talk. We family, right? And
We family. Let's
this is
get it.
coming. All right, let's get it then.
Let's
You
get it.
Tide fans, do you realize for how many games he has been the head of the charge? And whenever you needed him, he was there and he was leading the troops. Understand, we told you going in, this was a heavyweight playoff fight. And that's what happened. In playoff fight, he got 326 yards. But understand, we explained to you the defense of the Sooners is just that, the number one defense in the NCAA. And whenever you are able to make adjustments, because in the first half, the tight end drag, like I said, was somebody that would be able to use that was gonna be able to establish something. But key is in games like this, you got to make adjustments. So in the second half, we made adjustments, and it seems like all of a sudden everything changed. But that's the game, and inside the game. But I'm telling you, Ty Simpson to me is a elite quarterback because he withstood the pressure and he still was ready to fire. It ain't on him. If anything else, it's a team loss. Period. Point blank.
I'm going to say this, and here we go with the stats right quick. Here we go with the stats. But I'm not going to put the stats out for this past Saturday's game. Bishop, Brock, I'm going to start at game one, and I want to show you. I want to show us something. We all know that we lost to Florida State 31-17. Ty Simpson in that loss threw for 254 yards passing. Kevin Riley ran for 31 yards, ran for 31 yards. Germ had 146 yards receiving. Okay, here we go. UL Monroe, the blowout game, 73-0. Ty Simpson threw for 226 yards. AK Deer rushed for 76 yards. Germ had 67 yards in that blowout. That was the one game everybody got involved. But we're going to just deal with starters, okay? Wisconsin, we won 38-14. Ty threw for 382 yards. Ty rushed for 25 yards. He was the leading rusher in that game. 25 yards, Brock. Ryan Williams, 167 yards receiving. Georgia, we all know what happened there. We won 24-21. Ty threw for 276 yards. Threw for 276 yards. Jam ran for 46. Isaiah Horton, 60. He was the leading receiver for 65 yards. Vandy, we won that 30-14. I'm just reminding us now. Ty, 340 yards. Jam, 136 yards rushing. Ryan, 98 yards receiving. Missouri, we won that one 27-24. Ty, 200 yards passing. Jam, 85 yards rushing. Lacier Brooks, 58 yards receiving. Tennessee, we won that one 37-20. Ty, 253 yards passing. Germ 40. Watch this. Germ Bernard, 49 yards rushing. Ryan, 87 yards receiving. South Carolina, 29-22. We win. Ty, 253 yards passing. Jam, 26 yards rushing. Daniel Hill, 76 yards receiving. Hope y'all seeing a pattern going here. It took me a minute to catch on. It took me a minute to catch on to what was actually happening here. LSU, we all know we won 20-9. Ty, 277 yards, 277 yards passing. Hill, 21 yards rushing. Germ, 79 yards receiving. And then this past week with Oklahoma, and we lost. Ty, 326 yards, as Brock said, 326 yards passing. Daniel Hill, 60 yards rushing. And Josh Cuevas, 80 yards receiving. That's where we are right now. Now, what's Piano Man getting at? In the two losses, Ty still put up numbers on Florida State and put up more numbers, Bishop and Brock, against Oklahoma.
Yep.
And Oklahoma, as we say in church, come on, somebody. And Oklahoma
with
was supposed to be
O-line, with the offensive line that's very inconsistent too.
And I'm gonna get to that. Hold up, Brock.
Yeah, we're gonna get that. We got you, bro.
Just work with me, Brock. Just work with me. Oklahoma, he put up more yards against a elite D. He put up more yards against an elite defense than he did against Florida State in a loss. Okay? Now, with that being said, enter Brock, his statement. This rotation
on offensive line
of the O-line, I'm sorry, y'all. Piano Man has got to say it. This part of where we're going to come to Jesus right here. Good morning, Bobby Sprinkle. Roll Tide to you. G Bama Boy, roll Tide to you. Good morning to both of y'all. But this is part one of Come to Jesus meeting this morning. Here we go.
It's got to
brothers. This rotation of the O-line has got to stop. What, Brock, I'm going to start with you. My brother, what's the problem?
The problem is we're rotating our offensive line too much. We keep flip-flopping, man. We got to stick with somebody and run with it. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't, your offensive line is not going to gel together if you keep exchanging for the other guy at right tackle or whatever the case is, the situation is, right? Like you gotta find your guy, right? And you gotta stick with him. That's just bottom line. We can't keep just, we're gonna play Wilkin form, we're gonna start Wilkin this game, or we're gonna start Michael Carroll this game. You gotta stick with one. I mean, it's just crazy to me, man. Like, and I'm tired of seeing it.
Yeah. Can I help you guys out?
Go ahead.
Now we don't play this game. What it is you guys, y'all missing, it's right there in front of you. You don't have a run game. Ty is doing everything he possibly can. But if you can't establish the run, the passing game hurts because now other team gets to tee off. You got to see it. And yes, the O-line, whoever's 64, come on, bro. This is a heavyweight fight. They need you. You got to come up. You got to be able to fight back something because understand, look, we done went through the gauntlet and hey, we know everybody want to pound the flesh of us Sooners. So we bring it each and every week. That's how we play the game. Hard to kill is our mantra. So, hey, you cannot, without a shadow of a doubt, not get a hand on Taylor Wine. We explained to you that he is a dog and that he's the one that would be getting the back of R&T, R. Mason Thomas. And sure enough, he came through.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you had him in your scouting report. So the key is you got to have accountability. And it starts also with the OC. You got to establish the run. You were running decent, but then you got to keep going and mix in the pass. Because understand, you're going against Venables, who's been in a natty that has 32 defenses, that knows how to diagram. Not only that, we have the four horsemen back together that was on his previous stats when he won the natty, and they're all here under our roof. And you don't think we're going to make adjustments? That's where I think Grubbs needs to grow, is that he needs to understand, for one, the O-line has to, they do decent in pass pro, but you got to run the ball to help them to be better in pass pro, because they need to eat, they need to be physical a little bit more so that they're in tune in the game. But the bottom line is that rhetoric of Ty losing your game, documentation beat conversation, ladies and gentlemen. You just heard the numbers. It wasn't Ty. It wasn't.
I'm about to tell you this.
Go
in
ahead.
A conversation last night with Coach Sean. Coach Sean said something that Bishop just said, and Coach Sean put it this way, and I took it in a note. And I think he said he got it from somewhere. But the more you have to pass, the less physical you become.
Well, I say this: Ryan Grubb needs to stop being so cute with his play calling. He keeps calling all this mess, man. Like these long routes and stuff. Like you got to call some stuff, man. That all these long routes. That stuff's taking too long, man. And the offensive line can't hold up long enough for Ty to have time to get have his receivers get open. So I think and then also Ron Williams, he ain't worth none of that money we paid his behind. He need to be sitting on that doggone bench. He over there. We don't need him on special teams. I don't know why and the fact that he fumbled, and then on the next when we got a 3-and-out against Oklahoma, they punted the ball and he's back there again. The fact that our coaching staff and the board did that pissed me off, man. Pissed me off. Why you put him back out there? Like, what are we doing, man? Like that stuff right there is just stupidity. It's just horrendous, bro. Like, you can't do stuff like that, bro. Like, Ron, we don't even need. Why are we even risking our star receiver, supposed to be star receiver, for on return? Like, what are we doing? Put Brooks back there, and that's fine. I'd rather Brooks be back there, or Cole Adams, or one of them boys. Not Ryan.
Well, you know what though, Brock? But when you go back and you look at that particular play, now remember Cole was out there. Ryan was beyond Cole. What did that kicker do? Bishop, if you think back, he overkicked Cole and kicked it to Ryan.
Yep.
That was now at some point you're going to have to give Oklahoma some credit right there. Why? Because Ryan was deeper. Your defense was playing sort of lights out right now at that point right there. They had Alabama right where they wanted them. And what happened was it actually it was designed to do one thing, and they got up. It ended up being something else, to where you're going to pin Alabama deep. If the ball hadn't been fumbled, that was the object to pin them deep. They pinned them deep. That dude punched the ball out. The rest is history. Gave Oklahoma the short field. Oklahoma scores. That's how it went. Now, you know, it's hard to put your finger on anything. And like they say, hindsight is 20/20. Either way it go on that play, Brock, and to the chat, that play was going to be a disaster either way it went. Whether Cole caught the ball and maybe Cole wouldn't have given the ball up, but he kicked it beyond Cole and kicked it to Ryan. Ryan thought he could make a play on it, and it didn't happen. It did not work. Then gave Oklahoma the short field, boom, pow, they score. Oklahoma has this momentum going. At some point or another, we have to realize that there are certain players, Bishop and Brock, and even to the chat and Bama Nation, you got to stick with a solidified whatever. But when you don't have that, and this is what Big Dean is saying, I'm going back to Ty. Literally, Ty is all we have. I told you all at the beginning of the season, go back, and I'm gonna ask Ryan Fowler today. I'm gonna text him and ask him, is there any kind of way that he can send me the end of the interview that he had with Ryan Grubb in the summer as it related to the quarterbacks? If you sit back and listen to Ryan Grubb, and even the one with Coach DeBoer, they tell you everything. I knew then, I said, okay, we're going to be okay, but there will be challenges. There's going to be some challenges. There are going to be some. But I didn't realize that Brock Bishop, that in the case of Alabama, I didn't realize that we would have an O-line problem like this. Yes, I called them the X factors. I sure did. And I'm still going on that. But y'all, I didn't realize that we would be 10, 11, 12 weeks into the season and we still rotating an O-line. Are you seeing it? Are you kidding me? At this juncture? And then number two, I messed up. Even I'll be man enough to admit it, Brock. I'll be man enough to admit it, Bishop. I even messed up in my X factor. I messed up. I said 3 O-line, 2 from the offense, 3 O-line, 2 Ryan Grubb, number 1 injuries. Doggone it, I should have said O-line, Ryan Grubb, running backs. We don't have a run game at all. We don't, y'all. We don't have one. And I'm going to go on record and say this. You heard it first. You heard it first on 11/17/2025, 8:29 a.m. Y'all ready for this? Because of our lack of a run game, don't be surprised if we lose to Auburn. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
Because Auburn is going to bring that same type defense. And Auburn has a darn good defense.
They're going to try to tee off just like Oklahoma did.
Exactly. Get ready for it, folks. Get ready for it.
We can't seem to find the holes to run the dang ball. We can't seem to run the ball at all, like you said. So, I mean, I don't know if it's just our running backs' vision or what, but I mean, it's just the offensive line is gonna have to. They're gonna have to get together and get it together, because if they don't, we're gonna look at another loss. So
now, and Brock and Piano Man, and on the other side, now it was the worst time to make a change is what they're trying to explain, family, is that you don't make a change when you know that it's so much riding on the line, and you know consistency is the name of the game to establish something. And understanding our defense, hey, we had to go through the fire. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They were built for such a time as this, and they gonna stand 10 toes down, and they gonna do battle and may the best team win. But the deal is, you didn't do yourself justice by keeping the same consistency. And so, with that said, hey, all due respect to Bama, them Sooners made the adjustment and was established a new line of scrimmage. And that's where, you guys are correct. It was not time. You have to solidify your offensive line. We're about to go into the playoffs. And last thing you want to be doing is still trying to find out your O lineman, the consistency in the starting five.
I would agree. I agree with one of the ladies in the chat, Pamela. I agree. Ty's got to throw the ball away. There's times that he can't find nobody open and he still holds on to the ball. Like, you got to have better awareness to throw the ball away.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And
he holds on to the ball. You can't do that. You can't do that because I notice every time he's done that, he either gets strip sacked or he gets sacked. It becomes a disaster. So, yeah.
And I mean, I know you're wanting to make a play, and I know that, but that's where I'm just gonna say, and that's where you either you don't have faith in your legs either, because I'm gonna tell you what, there was a point because of the way Oklahoma was running their defense. There was some points that Ty could have taken off and got at least 5 to 6 yards that more than what he had if he had just taken off and ran the ball, even if he didn't want to throw the ball away. Make a play positive no matter the circumstance. Make the play positive. That's all I'm saying. And sometimes throwing the ball away is a positive thing because you don't lose yardage. And I've been saying too, and I told it to Double A one day, is that, hey, look, I don't have a problem with us running a play. I have a problem with us wasting a down. Wasted downs. The plays need to be progressing. Every play needs to be progressing. Now, let's be honest. When Oklahoma bought that Thunder, they brought the Thunder. That's called smart football. Why? Ty Simpson is a good quarterback. You can't just let a guy like Ty sit back there, and I said it before, I'll say it again. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Now, let's be checked, since we're going to be honest, and we coming to Jesus this morning. Let's go ahead and let's do this. Ty's deep ball is not there either. His deep ball is not there. His mid, his intermediate, best in the business. But the deep ball is not there. That's not there. Run game and deep ball, O-line, we just dealing with offense, is not there. It's not there. Those three things at this juncture, Bishop, you can't clear that up now. You got to deal with it.
Got it. Yeah. And see, this is where oftentimes a player and coach speak is not that we're trying to be hard, but we realize the eye in the sky got so much tape that everybody is seeing it. And if we can see it, we know how they have analysts and assistant coaches that are breaking down film that's giving cut-ups for the actual deal. So understand there's a lot on the film on both sides. And I'm coming for that Oklahoma offense. And when it's my turn, we coming, but go ahead. Keep spitting fire.
Trust me. We coming with that. because we are about to show you a similarity. There's a similarity. Bishop and I discussed this yesterday, and bro, here we go, bro. I'm gonna do this right now.
Yeah, just send me your number. I
got you right now, dog. I got you right now. Right there, Brock, and we gonna start establishing right there. You got it?
Yep.
All right. And but Bishop
Put
and
that in
I
my
discussed
phone.
this yesterday. And see, and when I said something, it sparked a thought. But we're gonna get to Oklahoma in a minute, because what we're gonna do is put the whole thing together, and we're about to show you something. But back to Bama on this offense, I'm telling you now, because of the lack of a running game, I'm telling you, don't be surprised if we go into that cemetery and come out with a loss. I'm just saying. Now, last things on the offense, Brock, go ahead.
I'll say this. Another thing I'm gonna say is for our offense, man, is I'm just seeing us be too inconsistent, man. Like on catching the ball, like I don't know. We're not playing as well as we was earlier in the season on offense. Like I don't know. Like, we gotta have some more fight on the offensive side of the ball. Like we playing too soft on offense, in my opinion. We're not playing up to the way we was, back. I'm gonna say the Vandy game and all those other games. Our offense was starting to click around those games, right? So
that was Jason Watkins.
It's too inconsistent, man. And Ryan Grubb, you gotta get he gotta get his shit together, man. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know where he's got this offense. There's some plays like I'm like, what kind of play call is this? I'm seeing a lot of wildcat. I keep seeing runs up the middle, bro. Why we keep running into the tackles? Why we running? Why don't we do any outside runs? Why don't we do anything creative? Why are we just doing basic run game styles of runs? You know what I'm saying? It just don't make sense. There's so many other things that he could call. I don't know what he's doing. I don't like his play calling right now. I just don't. I think it's very inconsistent. I think it's very predictable. What he's calling these last few games. It's not good. So that's my opinion.
Hall of Fame, you got that right. But I tell you this, remember this now, Hall of Fame. Auburn took Oklahoma to the limit. They did. That was a defensive battle. 16-10, right, Bishop?
Right? 23-16. Yeah. 23-16. Yeah.
23-16. That was defensive battle. So the fact that in that particular game, Oklahoma had just enough offense to beat Auburn's defense, but Auburn's defense is just as good.
And I will import and piggyback off of you, Miss Piano. I didn't mean to interrupt, but they have a different quarterback now that they did at that time.
I'm just saying. So Mateer and why we since we're there, let's put it like this. Y'all know who Oklahoma's offensive coordinator is?
Being Arbuckle.
There you go.
Where did he come from?
Washington State.
Where Ryan Grubb come from?
Didn't he come from Washington?
Washington. If folks ain't put it together yet, why? So, help me out, Bishop.
Yeah, I'm glad you. Hey, me and Piano Man was chopping it up yesterday because hey, I got nothing but respect because I understand. Hey, that was a beautiful game to be playing in, but then we started talking, and we start realizing both of them come from the pack. Both OCs come from the pack. One from Washington, one from Washington State. Huh. I just wonder if both OCs are bringing too much the pack offense into a SEC that dominate it, and it's got to level up.
Yep. They're bringing that soft, that stuff you can't do in the SEC, and that teams will tee off on over here. Yeah, definitely.
So with that said, Brock, this is where I inject on our side, Mature and Arbuckle. It ain't gonna work. You better be lucky that the defense is as stout as they are, and that their adjustments. But we can't keep doing the same old, and expecting our defense to pull us out. We're in red November. That means championship mindset. It's time to step up. It's time to be complementary to that defense. Otherwise, it's going to come to bite us because everybody has the same eye in the sky setups and building their platform.
I'm just saying that type, and a shout out to Coach Carl, Marvin Constant, Jonathan. Man, I'm telling you, man, them three there, they called this. Coach Sean, they called this and said that the possibility this would happen. Possibility that this would happen. But let me go to my start right quick. 002. Good morning to you, sir. Good morning to you. How can an offense establish a running game when a defender consistently penetrates the backfield on nearly every play, necessitating improved schematic planning from the OC? How can an offense establish a running game when a defender, I'm going to stop right there. The offense can't establish a solidified running game until you get a solidified O-line. The rotation at this juncture, 002, is totally uncouth. It's unnecessary. Why? We haven't found a starting solid O-line as of 11/17/2025, or is it 002, Brock, Bishop, Coach Carl, that the guys who are starting really don't fit the offensive scheme that you're looking for, minus Parker Brailsford? Could that be that what you're trying to run, you don't have the players to make it successful? That's all I'm saying. I'm just asking a question. Not trying to be facetious, not trying to be smart, but 002 asked a legitimate question. But I'm also just asking a question with a question, answering a question with a question, that at this point in the season, Bishop, this offense is still rotating. Let me go back to my notes. I want to know, you rotating O-line. Where's Jaden Roberts? Where was he at Saturday? Where was Hook?
They said he's not playing no more the rest of the way through the season. So I guess he's not healthy. That's what I've heard. They was talking about it on Twitter. I'm in a group chat with a whole bunch of Bama fans, and some of them have, legitimate sources in there with the Red Elephant Club and all that. So I most of the stuff they do say is pretty accurate. So I'm
But
gonna
here's the thing, though. It still goes back to what we established, Brock and Piano Man, is that it's the Pac-12 offenses. They don't allow you, because we know in years past, what is Bama known for? Rushing the ball, right?
running the ball, man.
Yeah.
So why all of a sudden it's okay to mix in the past when nobody's saying don't mix in the past, but if you do not establish that run game, it allows someone to add more player to the back end, and they feel like they could defend the front with the minimal.
I think Alabama at this point, they don't trust the O-line. You know what I'm saying? They don't trust the O-line for us to run the ball, that to give the opportunity for us to establish the run game. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, because the offensive line at this point is what it is. It is what it's going to be, and it is what it is, right? I mean, it's good at times. It's bad at times. It's very inconsistent at times. You know what I'm saying? So it's just if it stays the way it's going to stay, I mean, Alabama may not win at Auburn. If it plays like it did Saturday, we will not beat Auburn. We will not. Because Auburn has just as good as defensive guys as Oklahoma. They got some dudes. They number 17 on their defense. He's a first rounder. And you know what? He's a linebacker. He's got about, 7-8 sacks already. Like, you talking, bro? They're licking their chops right now. Auburn fans are talking all over Twitter right now about Alabama, because they know they got a chance to knock us out of the playoff, which they do, you know. So if we don't go down there, and we got to prepare. We need to come out and punch them in the mouth. I don't care if it's at Auburn or not. Go out. We need a long, good drive. We need to establish some run game. We need to throw the ball downfield, and stop blaming the quarterback. The receivers catch the doggone ball, and we go down the field and we execute on offense, and our drives won't be stalled. We're not executing. We're not executing on offense. We had 3 3-and-outs to start the game against Oklahoma. Now, credit Oklahoma's defense, but also we have talent on this offense. We have some of the best receivers in the SEC. There's no excuse. None. No excuse for the lackluster offense. It's not. It's terrible. It's hard to watch this offense the last few weeks. Sit there and just stall. Oh, we can't move the ball. Come on, man. And why is Isaiah Horton not getting in the ball? That's another thing. I don't like it. Isaiah Horton barely gets the football. Give him the football, man. He's a playmaker.
And you know what else,
You
Brock?
see when Ty hit him downfield in the Oklahoma game on the sideline, he caught that ball. Man, he is a playmaker. Give him the balls every now and then.
Well, I'm going to tell y'all what. Now, I'm going to tell you,
Mr.
hold up, Brock.
He catches everything.
But Brock, I got to say this, too.
Come on, man. Stop going to Ryan Williams, a inconsistent still in his high school mind. I mean, this Ryan's got to get out of his own skin. If he's gonna play for Alabama, get out your head, son.
But
Get
you
out
also
your
got to
head
look at
and put your and focus on trying to be the best receiver you can be for the University of Alabama. Stop trying to go out there and do too much. Stop trying to get cute with it. Stop trying to do all this dancing and prancing around. Like, come on, man.
Brock, but in his defense now,
Like,
hold
just
up
go
for a
out there
minute.
and play football, man. That's
But
all
hold
I
up,
ask.
Brock.
I'm
Brock, hold
tired
up
of
for a
seeing
minute.
all that bull crap.
But hold up,
This
Brock.
inconsistent offensive line and just everything offensively right now is bad.
But hold up, Brock. Let me go back to
We
Ryan.
got to have
just
better
a second.
run game play calling, man. I'm
But
tired
wait
of
a
seeing
minute.
these
He can't hear
runs
you.
up the
He
middle.
can't hear you.
We're just running into the offensive line, into the tackles. Like there's got to be something we can do. Run outside, do something.
Hey, Brock, can you hear me?
Trying to run up the middle on these really stout defensive lines. It's not working.
But
Can't hear me.
Brock, I don't think he can hear.
We
it.
only
Brock,
averaging what 2-3 yards a carry, maybe.
Ah,
I mean, come on, man.
Keon, you got to do what you got to do.
We got 5-6 running backs, and they ain't even using them to their ability, to their strengths. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me, bro. I just don't get it. And I ain't
Brock,
even
can-
trying to crash out. Like, I love Alabama, but at this point, bro, you gotta find a run game. You gotta find a way to make something out of nothing. I don't care I don't care, bro. Just find something. We got to do something on offense, man. To
Brock,
get,
can you
to
hear
get-
me?
To keep these drives going, because they're stalling, man. It's too
No,
many
sir.
3 and out.
He can't.
Okay.
You can't win football games having 3 and outs. And you know what? Our defense, credit our defense. You know what I'm saying? Credit Kane Womack. You know why? Because our defense was on the field to start the game more than I've seen all year.
Brock, can you hear me?
Brock,
We was on the our defense was on the field, and we got,
hold up.
thank God Oklahoma offense is not great or not good even, because guess what? If their offense was good,
Now, Brock, can you hear me? Bishop, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine and dandy, bro.
Okay, because I was up, Travelpreneur. Everybody at the end of the chat, thank you for coming. I wanted to address something that Brock said. First of all, in the Ryan Williams case, they're going by what happened last year, Bishop, with Ryan. Ryan is a potential
I can't hear
threat.
you, Piano Man.
Okay. Ryan is a potential threat anyway.
Right.
But
right.
Here's where the problem is coming in. You got to remember, last year we did not have Isaiah Horton. You had both basically Germ, you had Ryan. That's what you had. But this year they're putting Ryan in the slot, right?
Right.
But when they putting Ryan in the slot, Ryan can't get off of press coverage. He's having issues. He's having some of the same problems that he had last year. He's having them again this year. You know, so what's happening is that Ryan is what I call in the stage of the sophomore slump.
Right.
It was bound to happen to him.
Right.
It was bound to happen. Some of the things that's happening with Ryan is just one of those natural progressions that's happening. Now, there are some things, Bishop and Brock, that Ryan is bringing on himself. You know, you are right about that part. There are some things that he is bringing on himself, but that's up to Ryan to work through. But those things that naturally come, Ryan has to work double hard. This year, now, for all intents and purposes, this year basically is almost over. Okay. Now, I read what some of you all are saying in the chat. Auburn won't beat Alabama. We said the same thing about Oklahoma.
Yep.
We said the same. I'm just going to keep it real with you. You said the same thing about Oklahoma. And look what Oklahoma did to us. Listen. listen. Let me go on my little rant right quick, Bishop and Brock. Let me go on my little
You got
rant.
it. You got the flow.
Right quick, cause I got the floor now. Y'all can agree to disagree, but in the words of Bishop, documentation trumps conversation. Go look at the stats. We ain't stat chasing, and we're not stat padding, but it is what it is. You do know Brock kind of outran it. I had to corral him back in. Now I can turn him loose. Here we go. Number one, we're not scoring in the second half at all.
Nope.
We're not scoring in the second half at all, y'all. Come on, let's be real. Keep it, in the words of Governor, good morning, Governor. In the words of Governor, keep it above. Keep it above. We're not scoring in the second half at all. Number two, our offense is basically, I'm sticking with the offense because what more can you say about the defense who has held us in the games? And I'm not underestimating anybody, but Brock said something. Okay, think about it. You got Ty Simpson. Let's just deal with these. Ty Simpson, Jerm Bernard, Ryan Williams, Isaiah Horton, Josh Cuevas. Let's just deal with that for a minute. Did y'all realize how open Josh Cuevas was Saturday?
Didn't I say that?
Day. Did
Yep.
you say that, Bishop?
Hey, wait, hold on. Let's pull the receipt. What was the what I say with the tight ends? Didn't I?
Yes,
Told
you
you.
did. You said it. Bishop gave us the key Friday. Bishop gave us the key Saturday. And for anybody else that said the tight ends needed to be utilized, you were spot on. Because the way Oklahoma set the defense up, they set it up in two aspects. Now, look, I ain't no expert. I just kind of know what I'm talking about right here. He set it up. Brent Venables set it up just like he set it up last year, except they had a different scheme. Last year, it was to take away the edge from Jalen Milroe. This year, it was to take away any mid or deep threat to the running backs, took that away from Ty. Who was open all day? Josh Cuevas. Josh Cuevas could have had 200 yards receiving Saturday. Oklahoma said, we'll give you that. You just not going to beat us deep. Roll Tide, Icebox. You're not going to just beat us deep. Now, am I right, Bishop?
You know you're right, okay? Because I'm pulling receipts now. Because I understand. Understand.
Look at the touchdown Cuevas scored on. He was wide
open.
Yeah.
wide open. And guess what? Oklahoma gave us that all game. All game. Now, which comes back to now the inconsistency in the O-line. All you needed was a 2 or 3 seconds and dump that ball to the tight end. That was going to be first down after first down after first down after first down. Thank you. India, no underneath. Now I'm giving credit to Oklahoma on that part, on that aspect of the scheme. But that right there, and if Auburn runs that same scheme, and they don't utilize Cuevas, Caleb Edwards, or whoever else is playing tight end, then doggone it, we deserve to lose that game.
Yeah, they left Caleb Edwards open too. They like that Oklahoma defense. They gave us the tight end a look. You know what I'm saying? They said, "Well, look, you're not gonna beat us with all these, really good receivers, but we'll give you the tight ends." You know what I'm saying? So, I agree. I agree with that.
And then let me help you guys, because I understand we're having real talk, and we're definitely We're definitely taking it to the real deal. This is not a detriment to your team. This is saying, understand, we're getting close to the playoffs. Can you keep allowing this to consistently happen and be put on tape and expect to go far in the playoffs? Ask yourself, take a deep thought. Can both teams keep putting the type of deficits they're putting out there and expect to even make it into the playoffs or even go far in the playoffs? If the answer is no, then you got to take a look in the mirror and make the necessary adjustments and own up to it. Because understand, in the second half, I will tell you this, BV made adjustment for Cuevas and them. But the first half, you had it open the whole first half. And understand, the key is you have to make adjustments. BV is not new to this. He's been in too many wars, going up against Saban to win those natties with Clemson, now over with Oklahoma. He's not new to this. And at this time, I think Grubb didn't realize how important it was to keep. You have to keep making adjustments, because I'm telling you, once it's on tape on both sides, both Oklahoma and Alabama, everybody got your number, and they got a lot of cut-ups, and that's going to be in the scouting report.
Telling you, and they go.
You can't hide, and we're gonna put the kiddies to bed. We're gonna speak to us adult fans. The reason things keep coming up is that every time it's on tape, everybody that's doing cut-ups or scouting reports can see it. And it's been brought to attention. And if you can develop a game plan, then if you don't adjust to that game plan, then, hey, it's going to become a detriment. And we all want to make the playoffs. So it's either do it now or act like we put our hand in the sand and everything is hunky-dory.
And I'm going to tell
you. And allow it to show up. Game day.
And TP, you right. The biggest room in the house is the room for improvement. Both OU and Bama need improvement, and that's the truth. Because if both, and I'm just gonna go on and put it out there, and see, look, I got my Roll Tide shirt on, got my hat on, but I'm real with what I believe. I'm real with this doggone thing. Alabama, listen, I'm gonna go on and tell you, because I'm gonna say this. It pains me to say it, but I but at some point, it's gonna be therapy for me. Okay, go to the playoffs. Yeah, win the SEC. First of all, beat Eastern Illinois and beat Auburn. That's the first two before we jump ahead. Got to win your last two games, because here's the catch. You think Eastern Illinois gonna roll over and play dead? Nope. Everybody's coming in to play. Listen, here's what TP is saying. Here's what Bishop's saying. Here's what Brock is saying. Here's what I'm saying. Now I'm gonna put it all in a general sense. Everybody that's coming to play Bama and Oklahoma now has got a blueprint on what and what not to do. When if Oklahoma plays the same defense that they played against Alabama, a tight end will kill their defense. A smart quarterback, a quarterback that knows how to get rid of the ball, knows where your folks are supposed to be, and knows where the alternate is going to be, or your safety valve is supposed to be, and dump that ball off there. You keep that going until they stop you. That's old school football. I'm gonna keep running the same thing until you shut me down. That's what everybody's going to, and TP is right. The room for improvement. So to any Oklahoma fan who thinks that you came in there and took the trap over, yeah, you won the game. But let me tell you something, player. Your offense is just as inept as Alabama's.
Facts. Now, thank you for opening the door. Now, let me kick it in. Now, I am Boomer Sooner. I am Bishop FDR. And I'm telling you now, Machir and Arbuckle, hear me. With all due respect, there's too many cut-ups that shows the insufficiencies of our offense. And it's not the O-line, it's not our tight ends, and it's not our wide receivers, and it's not our running back. What does that leave? You got to be complimentary to that, because that defense all year long has been steadily increasing and getting better and getting better. And now they're hitting their stride. They still got some things they need to work on. But the key is every time they find something, they look in the mirror and they make the necessary adjustment to keep moving forward. It's time that our offense complement them and stop seeking out into the passing lanes. They got a perfect pocket and you want to seep out left or right. Come on now. And with all due respect, run the ball. Please establish a run.
But in Alabama's case, come on. Where's the O-line? Where is a solid? I'm about to throw my hat. Where is a solid O-line, Brock? Where is it? We still rotating in week 11. Why? What's the problem?
Go ahead. Hey, and chat, I'll be honest. At times until here lately, I was frustrated because I know our offense could be way better, but thank God we got Venables in that defense that keep covers up our inconsistency. But we got 2 games left, and if we want to make the playoffs, Sooners, then if you're going to be hard to kill, then it needs to also be on the offense as well. So we got to establish a pass run ratio that's worthy of our defense. Period, point blank.
And Bishop called that thing, Brock. He said this was going to be a heavyweight fight. And for all the folks who said Kane Womack can't do it, let me tell you something. He ain't doing it. He ain't this. He ain't that. Doggone it. The defense saved up, even though we lost Saturday. Even though we lost, it was the defense that kept that game from getting out of pocket. It could
the
have
way
been
it's
worse.
looking, he might get an extension.
Halfway decent offense, that game would have been uglier than what it was last year. I'm just saying. So we can officially say, I know y'all don't like to hear this, but Piano Man gonna keep it real. Since we coming to G's, I'm gonna keep it a buck, keep it 100, however you want to put it. Oklahoma owns us right about now. Watch this. Here's how the circle goes. Oklahoma owns Bama. Bama owns Georgia. Georgia owns Texas, and Texas owns Oklahoma. Welcome to the SEC. Where
wait a minute. Ain't that called a gauntlet?
That's called a gauntlet. And you don't read about that nowhere else but in the SEC. Welcome.
You won't see that shit in no damn Big Ten. You won't see it in the Pac-12. You won't see it in none of these other conferences. You won't see that those dogs. It's just like pit bulls fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. That don't. I mean, the SEC just that different, man. Like that's why I say that it's the best conference. It ain't close.
Yeah, and not only that, let me tell you this: the type of gauntlet we play is, if someone out of the SEC don't win this natty, it'd be a shame because we would have let the other team take it. Because what we had to go through to even get to the playoffs, child, that's a travesty.
And watch this. And watch this, Bishop. And the crazy part about it is Georgia just knocked Texas out of it.
Yeah, Texas done.
Facts.
Texas is through.
Facts.
Texas is
Facts.
through.
And Texas, you know what's I'm sorry to say this, and I'm not trying to shit on Texas, but I'm calling it spade for spade. If that Texas defense played with everything they had on Saturday, you could call me a damn fool because that shit was totally trash. Whatever, how they showed up in that ball game against Georgia, they act like they didn't give a doggone. That defense got ran through. Georgia bullied them from the time the ball was kicked off, bro. I'm just calling it. Georgia looked good in that game. Georgia played a complete ball game. I ain't seen Georgia play like that all year long. Not a 60-minute game. They actually played a full game. Credit y'all Georgia fans if you in the chat. Credit Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs. Y'all played a hell of a game. That was a good. That's how you dominate. That's how you dominate a team. That's something that Alabama don't know how to do right now. That's something that Alabama can't do right now. You know what I'm saying? So
you speaking my language. I said it to my crew yesterday.
That's what I'm used to seeing Alabama do. You know what I'm saying? How they beat up on Texas like that. That's how Alabama used to beat up on everybody. You know what I'm saying? We not beating up on people. We barely winning games and all this junk. Man, get this shit together. This ain't Alabama football, bro. It's not.
I hate to say
we run the ball over here. We run the ball over here. We establish that run game. Then we pass the ball. You know what I'm saying? We not no doggone high rate offense. Like, come on, man. We're not doing. We don't do that over here at Alabama. And you know what?
Let me put it to you like this.
The thing is, though, is our offensive line. I don't think it fits what our offense is trying to do, and I think that could be the problem. Listen now, what I'm about to say. Because a lot of people have been pointing this out. We have big offensive linemen. 360, 350, whatever. Up there, right? In the 350s and 60s. So those guys can't pin and pull like we're going to the smaller guys now. If you look at Alabama's recruiting class now this year and last year, they're going to like the 315 to the 320 mark. These guys are too big, man. I'll say this. I think Alabama's offense next year will be a hell of a lot better. And that'll mean because Caden Proctor will not be here. Jaden Roberts will not be here. A lot of these offensive linemen we got will not be here. So yeah, it's gonna be different next year with the offensive line.
Hold up for a minute. Winning the hell is losing 2 games become on. For 2 years, Stephen, you might not want to hear this, but for 2 years, Oklahoma has owned us. For 2 years, they've owned us. We hadn't beat them. First year in the SEC, what did Oklahoma do? They beat us. Then they beat us again this year. Just like, and then people were saying in another chat, Bishop and Brock, that under Saban it never happened. They forgot when Ole Miss did it. With I forgot the quarterback's name. Did it 2 years in a row. Beat us in Ole Miss and then came to Tuscaloosa and beat us the next year. I mean, right about now. But for the last few times we played Oklahoma, you know, they beat us twice.
Yeah, okay. Now I get last year and understand we had no offense last year. I don't know how we did it, but it was 28-3 last year.
Yeah,
and this year, so understand. I'm one of those ones that I'm an old ball coach, defensive coordinator, and I told everybody this was going to be a heavyweight fight because they they're too evenly matched, and then it's going to come down to adjustments, and that's what it came down to. But every key that I named played a huge part. Yeah, 24-3 is what we won last year. So the simple fact is I don't get into all that rat poison stuff. The bottom line is we found a way to win in both games. And so, but still with that, just think, J.A. was the quarterback last year.
Mm-hmm.
This year it's Mateer, but we still have the same inconsistency on our offense compared to our defense. It can't.
These guys, these OCs that we got, Bishop, they're gonna have to adjust to the SEC, man. And no, they're gonna need a BB and your head coach gonna have to come to Jesus with them and help them understand. Listen, this SEC is built like this, and they ain't going away. No,
they'll
be off on that offensive style, Pac-12 style of offense. I'm telling you. These SEC defenses, I'm telling you, they not no joke.
So let me put it like this: when we were made the decision to come over, y'all got to remember we were good enough to win our conference, but when we got in the playoffs, we got skull-drug. It was written right there. In order to be ready to be even in the, speaking of a playoffs, we're going to have to go to better competition because we were in the Big 12. And we can game plan because we don't play them so many times. We knew the game plan going in. Over here, we had to grow. We had to go through growing pains. Period, point blank. At this point, we still got stuff we need to attend to in the fire test zone laboratory. As soon as the bottom line is, if we don't fix what we know we seeing on film and make the necessary adjustments, it could be a detriment. Don't think that you made it. We still got work to do, and we got to go 1-0 each and every week. Period, point blank. It's too much film out there. Documentation beat conversation. Look to your keys, stay in the fight, and keep stacking days. Period, point blank. That's all I got to say.
And as the world is turning roll tide, brother, it was the turnovers. I'm gonna keep it right there. Lead them few bad play calls out because that's a horse of a different color. But it was turnovers. You cannot give a team. And listen. I'm gonna say it again. And Bishop know I'll say it. I said it to him. I said it to y'all. To the crimson and cream color wearing glasses folks from over there in Oklahoma, don't get it in your head that your offense is the equivalent of a Tom Brady. Get that out your head. Don't even think that, because I'm gonna put it to you this way: turnovers set y'all up for a short field, and you capitalized on it. But if you really want to know, the most valuable player of your team is your field goal kicker.
Say that again.
The most valuable player on your team, Oklahoma, is not John Mateer. It is your field goal kicker. Take him out the equation, and y'all got about 4 losses pinned on you. Trust me. Your field goal kicker, listen, all I want to know is this right here. Do he have a brother that needs to go to a college?
hey, tell him, hey, he can wear Daisy Duke. I don't care. When you kick 51 and above, you kick 4 field goals in a row in Knoxville, and you kick at 51 in T-Town, that's money. You can't take that away. Because the key is to make it into the playoffs. Every time you got a scoring opportunity, you got to make good.
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this: as nobody said they dominated. Nope. Not even acting like that. What we're saying is Oklahoma made the plays that they made, and they dominated in those plays. You can't take that away.
They got critical stops too.
They got critical stops. That's domination, man. That is a form of domination. And the only thing that saved us this year from the game getting out of hand is that you had a different type offense going with a different quarterback. But guess what? You still got the same result. A loss is a loss, player. A loss is a loss. You can't have that. And I said this before. I'm gonna say it again. Call me old, call me antiquated, but you're gonna have to respect this. Sometimes it's not who you lose to, and sometimes it's not when you lose, but it's how you lost. It's how you lost. You just said it. Turnovers, and Oklahoma capitalized on the turnovers. The next thing Oklahoma did, they played smart defense. Alabama just didn't play smart offense at certain times. Brock said something, and I was going to bring this up. You got to do a gimmick play to get a 4th-and-1 conversion. Come on now. Back in the gap. We will line up and run that ball at you to get 1 yard. Really? But you got to line up Caden Proctor as a gimmick, and guess what? And Oklahoma took the bait, and they thought sure, and they go back and look at the play. Go back and look at the play when they crashed the O-line and went straight to Proctor, and it was a perfect pass. It was a perfect pitch, and even then, he barely got it.
I gotta say something. I want to say something to the guy that said that in the that you pinned on the screen there. Yeah, we dominated in most of the categories, but you know what category we didn't dominate in that we usually dominate in? Mr. Ashworld, however you say your name. We didn't dominate in the turnover battle. We lost the turnover battle, which we won all year. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter if it was the other way around and Alabama dominated all the other categories. It doesn't matter. We turned the ball over, buddy. We turned the ball over 3 times. Doesn't matter. That comment doesn't matter, bro. It's pointless.
Gotta win them turnover battles, because I'm telling you now, Eastern Illinois gonna play us tough, and Auburn over there in that darn cemetery gonna show enough play us tough. I'm gonna be watching that game. I'm gonna tell y'all what, I might be watching that game like I watch a horror movie sometime. I'm gonna have a blanket and just put my head in it and everything, and somebody tell me when to play on.
Man, that Auburn game gonna have my blood pressure up. I'm gonna tell you that now.
I gotta go back to the doctor.
I'm gonna be screaming at my doggone TV. I'm gonna be going, man.
Look, you know what? Let's just be honest. This is championship November.
Yeah.
Red November. The gauntlet, if anything, y'all hear me right now. The gauntlet is real, and take nobody lightly.
Can't do
because understand, you got to finish out. You got a lot more on the line on both sides. Both teams got a lot riding. And the simple fact is, you got to finish strong, and you got to make the necessary adjustments. You got to look at the man in the mirror. It's too many cut-ups in this that is out there for people that I know they break down film even more than I break down film. And if I can see it, what can they do with the cut-ups they got from this game? Think about it. Ain't nobody saying that. My thing is, yeah, we won, but do you realize if we didn't have our kicker and we didn't have those turnovers and our defense, what type of game could it really have been?
And just think, Bishop, since you brought up kicker, I hadn't seen it in the chat because that chat is moving. And thank you for all of y'all in the chat this morning for coming and everything. But I told you this was going to become the Jesus time for a Bama family chat. And check this out. Faulty, you think you were going to skate by? Bruh, bring your in here. Tell you something. You hit the field goal and we win the game. And you going to blame a high snap, which ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm going to tell you what, Bishop and Brock, I could tell by the way when Talty lined up there, I said, he going to miss it. He going to miss it. He's going to miss it. Yeah, he going to miss it.
And Piano Man and Brock, guess who blocked it? Who was one of the ones that I had told you that Taylor Wine was going to be a big person in this game? Uh-huh. He was making plays all over the field.
Man,
that's why I say, people need to. I get that. Hey, we all are fans. No ifs, ands, or but I can't, in good conscience, I can't. It's no way they can put the same thing back on the field and expect to have be able to win games if they don't make the necessary adjustments that were brought to their attention in this game.
Mm-hmm.
And on that field goal, that was just want to. Whoever was doing the blocking up front, that was just want to. And he just wanted it more than who was blocking him. Fair point blank.
I'm just saying, man, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of ifs, coulda, woulda, shoulda. But just like I say, hey, peace and blessings to you, J. Cole. Shalom to you, my brother.
Shalom.
Check this out. I always say coulda, woulda, shoulda, didn't. Alabama could have did it, but they didn't. They would have did it, but they didn't. They should have did it, but they didn't. Didn't handle business. And so, like what Stephen Hicks is saying, up above that, you now control your destiny. Good morning, Tim. And I told you all last week, I would rather, Bishop Brock, did y'all hear me say it? I would rather beat Oklahoma.
Yep. You did.
And go in, let's say we in the SEC championship game, and then we just take it one game at the time and let's go. Now you got to go over and play an Auburn team who has nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. That's the bottom line. Nothing to lose.
Yep, that's true.
I mean, nothing to lose. And wait a minute. And I was going to say this, and because Brock was going to say, Brock had something to say earlier, and I let him go right there. But I'm going to say this. Do y'all know we only one game better than we were last year? Now, let me put it to you this way. By all intents and purposes, we better thank the good stars, the good Lord up above, that we beat South Carolina. Because do you know that we just one game better, actually 2 games better than we were last year, but we're in the same predicament again this year. Only the thing changed is the team is different.
Yep. And our backs against the wall. We'll see how the team responds. And it's not this game coming up this weekend. It's really not worth really watching that much. I mean, of course I'm gonna watch. I'm an Alabama fan, but it's a FCS opponent, so we should win. We should win, and we should definitely not struggle to move the ball on the ground or throw on these guys. So yeah, that's that. But
well, I know for us Sooners. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Brock. Go ahead.
Auburn game is gonna be it's gonna be a chess match, just like Oklahoma was. So we gonna either come out with our hair on fire, and we gonna play Alabama football, and we're not gonna worry about we're gonna be disciplined, and we're gonna go down the field, and we're gonna have we're gonna have a long drive to start the game, and we need it, whether it's throwing or passing. I don't care. As long as we score, that's all that matters. Score touchdowns, field goals. Not gonna win ball games that all the time, man. And I want to see touchdowns because I know what this offense can be, and I know what they're the way they're looking right now. I know that they could be a whole lot better, man. We just have so much talent on offense. It's no reason for this. It's none. So I think we're gonna get it together. I believe we're gonna pull out the win at Auburn. I just don't believe in I don't believe in the Auburn's offense enough to keep up with us, but I could be totally wrong. Because I said the same thing about Oklahoma. But I also said if Oklahoma caused enough turnovers that they could win the ball game, which they did do.
And they caused enough turnovers to do it.
They started off early. So
and now for my Sooner Nation, and hear me, with all due respect, we ain't done nothing but do what was assigned for us to do. The new mission is that Missouri wants their pound of flesh. They run the ball. So now you're going to get tested. And guess what? They got new ammo. They know that the tight end drag is a concern of ours. So we got to go back to the laboratory, fire test laboratory, and do our homework and look the man in the mirror, look at the film, and answer the call. And then offense, I know you're hearing me. Do what you were called to do. You're a winner. Figure it out. Because understand what we're putting out is not even close. And establish the run. And look for your tight ends.
Brothers, I'm gonna put it to you this way, and we got a couple more things on run at you right quick. OG Gill, good morning, roll tide to you. And again, brother, thank you and all the other vets for your service. I don't believe in just celebrating Veterans Day on the prescribed day that is given. I believe in celebrating it every day because these guys give us the chance to talk about the things that we love and to any other freedom that we have. So thank you, OG Gill. And also thank you, OG Gill, for being the law enforcement guy that you are too. Thank you, sir. But here's the other thing. Folks, I told y'all last week, and Bishop, y'all heard me. Y'all heard me last week. I said, quit believing all this stuff about putting AK Deer in, all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
First of all, why are you putting AK Deer in a situation that, first of all, the O-line is not producing for any of the running backs? Any of them. You would have got Deer killed out there. You had guys coming on saying, we're going to see the emergence of AK Deer. Did you see him? Did we see him? Did he play? I'll wait. Didn't play. Quit believing all this stuff that we hear. Take the glasses off and call it for what it is. Stephen just said, just remember, your Daniel Hill was good. That I ain't even gonna go there. Just remember, Auburn only wants to spoil our chance. Leave all the rest of your statement, Stephen, leave it off. Remember that part right there. Auburn has nothing to lose. Auburn has nothing to lose. They would enjoy it. They would enjoy nothing any better, y'all, than to beat Alabama, knock us out the playoffs, and we have to hear that for one solid year. One solid year. And I don't want to hear that coming from a team who look here. You look, man. You better come to play. Act like you want to go first of all, Bishop Brock, act like you want to win the ball game. Let's start with Eastern Illinois, which for those of you that's going to be there Saturday, let me know so we can all hook up and at least take a picture or something and all that good stuff and everything. But I know for a fact that Dwight and myself going to be there. And if anybody else, I think Linda P's going to be there and all that good stuff. And whoever else is going to be there, let me know. So we can, wait a minute. Let me know that we, so we can we can meet Saturday, whatever, either before or after the game, whatever. My sister and friends, we're already talking about that biggest thing they want to know is where we eat. They ain't really studying the game too much. They want to know where we're going to eat, all that good stuff. But the thing about it is that start with Eastern Illinois. Start with that game first. Then we'll move to Auburn. Don't look past Eastern Illinois. Because I'm going to tell you now, and I said it last night, and I'm going to say it again. If Alabama struggles with Eastern Illinois, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Just saying. I have faith in the Tide, Brock. I have faith in the Tide. Okay,
no,
Coach,
I do
I have
too.
faith in the Tide. But I'm telling you, I don't have faith in our effort. I don't have faith in the effort that we're putting out because something is definitely wrong. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna read something that I wrote to. This is what I said. I don't mind in telling this, but this is something that I said yesterday. I read this. Here we go. This is what I said to my crew. I said, "Good morning, family. No, not the way I anticipated going about my weekend. But Bama lost, OU beat us again. But I'm about to say something that may irritate, but it's my take. Don't look now, but UGA or Georgia is actually playing the best football right now in the SEC. Yes, we beat them. But if we played them right now, Bama would lose. I'm a diehard fan. But right now, we are not playing well at all as a complete team. I know some have issues with Womit, but the defense is keeping things from getting worse. I am of the perspective that there is a deep problem in the locker room. But I want you all to know I'm going to be addressing this on the show, and I said I appreciate y'all. And then I got,
facts. Because that's what we talked about.
Just saying now. And I'm gonna say this, and y'all, Eastern Illinois. Yeah, I said Eastern Illinois. Really? Yes. Let me tell you something. And this is what people are forgetting. A team like Eastern Illinois looks at film too, y'all. I don't give a what you say. They look at film too. And they will do something so uncouth that a team like Bama wouldn't be ready for and pull a rabbit out the hat. I've seen it happen. It has happened before. What am I saying? Bama, hey, Chapman family, roll tide. Bama has to begin to fix the problem. The problem. I've been saying it all year, Bishop. I've been saying it all year. Those X factors of the O-line. Now, the O-line, I'm not even, as far as the offense goes, because if you notice, we really hadn't even brought up the defense at all. Why bring them up? Defense is what's saving us right now. So shout out to Kane Womack and the defense. But I'm finna tell you, Georgia's playing the best ball. Yeah, Georgia still may be mid, Dr. Crystal, but they're playing better than us. Might not want to hear it. UGA is not and was not good enough to beat Bama. Yeah, back in September, but Stephen, Georgia beat Bama now. As of 11/17/2025.
Yeah, because our offense can't move.
Our offense can't move. And you disagree. And I can understand that. I can understand that. But if you had to play Georgia right now, Georgia will beat us. Y'all can sit there. Disagree. Go ahead, disagree. I'm watching the game. My emotions are not in it. I'm watching it from a football perspective. Georgia light Alabama up. You can't depend on your defense alone, y'all. You got to have some offense somewhere. You know, just being honest with you. Georgia will look like us when they play Georgia Tech. Keep thinking that, Dr. Crystal. Keep thinking that if you want to. Georgia and Georgia Tech are going to play each other. But who ends up winning the game? Come on, I'll wait. Georgia Tech took Georgia to how many overtimes? Delusional is strong today. Ain't no delusion, Stephen. Okay, keep thinking that if you want to. If Georgia Tech beats Georgia, I'll tell you I was wrong. Georgia Tech won't beat them. Not this year. Georgia is getting stronger. They're trending. What part of that y'all don't want to accept? I'm a Bama fan and telling you what's happening. I'm telling you what's happening. Keep the receipt. And when Georgia beats them, come back and talk to me. Oh, I told them Texas was going to lose to Georgia. I told them that. I hope Bishop, Brock, I hope somebody kept my receipt when I told you that Georgia was going to beat Texas.
Not only beat them, but they mollywopped them.
I'm talking about mop the floor with them. It was 14-10. Then when Arch threw the pick, the route was on.
And you notice what Georgia did? They went back to the SEC way, and they ran it down their throat. That's what demoralized Texas, is that they're supposed to be a stout run-stopping defense, and Georgia just ran through them like butter.
With a hot knife on cold butter. Texas isn't good. I mean, okay, I'll accept that. But wait a minute. But I kept trying to tell y'all Georgia was going to beat them. Wait a minute. Who was ranked number 1 at the beginning of the season? Who was picked to win the Heisman at the beginning of the season? Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Who was it?
Who no?
Number 1?
Wasn't it Texas and Arch Manning?
Wasn't it Texas? But I kept telling y'all Texas was not going to do it. So see, y'all kind of grasping at straws. You got to give Georgia credit. Thank you, Coach Carl. Somebody finally coming to my defense. Them running backs of Georgia. Oh, okay, wait a minute. How many points did Alabama score in the second half against Georgia? Dun, 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 dun. 0. Bama scored 24 points in the first half. Yeah, we won the game. And did we score 3? I thought it was 0, Coach. All I'm saying is, like it or not, Georgia is playing the best football right now in the SEC. Like
Can we at least say they're when they have their opportunity, they're putting their foot on people's necks right now, going forward. They didn't do it against you when you played head to head, but from this point on, we're in red November, championship November. Hey, they're doing it now until somebody proves different and stops it. Right now, they keep looking at their film session and implementing their game plan, and they're winning.
Okay, you ain't got to give them credit, Dr. Crystal, because they beat sorry Texas. But that same Texas team beat an Oklahoma team that we didn't beat.
Documentation beat conversation.
That same Texas team beat Oklahoma. We couldn't beat Oklahoma. That's all I'm saying. That's the way it goes sometimes. But I'm just saying, Gunnar Stockton and them cats, they're playing with a lot of confidence. They're playing with it. Hey, good morning, Uncle Charles. What's up, bro? What the business is?
And shout out to Hall of Fame Jason Watkins, TP, and Coach Ricks and Derek and all of them. The bottom line is, right now, whatever you did prior to this, just like we never talk about Florida State or any other thing, the bottom line is, each time you lose, do you take what beats you and do you make adjustment? Do you be honest enough to own up to it and say, we weren't good in this area and we won't allow it to beat us again? That is a aesthetic of a true champion that can look in the mirror, be honest, and make the necessary changes so it becomes a strength instead of a deficit.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to put it to you like this. All I'm saying is, I give credit where credit is due. I just said that Georgia was going to beat Texas, and they did. They mopped the floor with them. They did. And we're going to see about Georgia and Georgia Tech. I don't believe Georgia Tech's going to beat them. Yeah, Mateer was also hurt. Yeah, and
you know what? This is where the SEC has to really be mindful. When everybody wants a pound of flesh, no matter who you bring to the fight, no excuses and no rat poison. Either you win or you lost.
Yeah. I mean, either you win or you lose. And
is Hall of Fame still there?
No, but Uncle Charles is. No, I'm just saying Texas on that day was better than Oklahoma. It don't matter who played, who didn't play, who was hurt, who was what, this, that, and the third. Texas beat Oklahoma straight up. And nobody was expecting that.
Wasn't.
Nobody was expecting that. Nobody. Oklahoma was picked to win the game. Now, did the line drop? Sure it did. Sure it did. But still, Oklahoma was picked to win the game. Texas did what Alabama was trying to do. Well, no. Texas did on defense what Alabama did on defense, but there was one thing Texas did that Alabama didn't do, was create turnovers. That's how they won the game. And then Texas offense, and we know it's a rivalry game. But in this particular rivalry, Oklahoma at this particular juncture was supposed to have had the better team, and Texas beat them.
And not only that, Piano Man, I didn't mean to interrupt, but the bottom line is they had just lost to Florida the week prior going into the game. So guess what? We took the rat poison. Oh, yeah, we about to have some fun in this Texas game. Well, guess what? For one, Machir should have never played in that game. We know it, and they know. He had just come off of surgery, and believe it or not, the thumb is the most important thing when you're throwing the ball. But no excuses. We just didn't get it done because we allowed him to play. So that's on us. We allowed him to play, and we knew that it meant everything to him. But the bottom line is sometimes you do stuff that's a detriment to your team. Okay, we own up to it. We look at it, we own up to it, and now we got to keep playing the game because everybody wants to pound the flesh, and ain't nobody going to stop and say, woe's you. You better bring your A game each and every week. So we had to pull our boots up and start looking at the film and start correcting some of this stuff.
Got to. What's up, Uncle Charles? Y'all, it's the legend. It's Uncle Charles, y'all. What's up, Uncle?
How y'all doing this morning, man?
Hey, bro, we just having a come to Jesus meeting.
Hey, that's blessed, man. Welcome.
You know what? I tell you, man, you know, a lot of things. I said when the game was going on, we were turning the ball over. I said maybe usually I walk to the room and things would get better. But then when I came back out, things got worse. Let me say this, man. All these young men, when people say, okay, he didn't have a good game. No, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. And I would say you'd have been too hard on him. But now, you getting paid. And let me tell you something. I bet you won't drop that check. I bet you that you ain't gonna drop that check when it comes. You might drop the football, but not that check. And I'm gonna tell you something. You got a job to do. You get paid for what you do. You get paid for what you do. Do your job. And our quarterback, Lord knows, I swear for Lord, he ain't got no license, or at least no state license to drive no car, because he can't even see when the blitz is coming. That guy fired the side of his state license with swim legs. Let me tell you something. You got to watch the blitz. The thing is to take two-step drop and move up in the pocket, not stand back there with somebody grab you around your neck. That's just what I'm talking about, man. Listen, I could tell when Alabama came out on the field. I said, well, they don't look like they fired up enough. What's going on? I said, oh Lord, here we go again. Here we go again. And when he threw that first interception, now he just throwed that. Lord help him. I started praying for him right there. I said, Lord, please don't let this young man throw another interception. And then it didn't have to be him. And now our running back, he running like he on Dancing with the Stars. Come on, man. You got 5 running backs on that team. Switch him out. See who's gonna give you a spark.
Why he won't let AK Deer run? I don't get it, bro. Like,
you gotta put other folks. Listen, you got 5 on the roster. If I'm thinking, if I'm not wrong, it might be 4 or 5. Now I don't care. Use every one of them until you get the right one. Now all this dance around in the hole, taking these looks like you running from the police. You wondering why you keep getting caught because you ain't running fast enough. This is what I'm talking about, man. Alabama better get themselves together, because I'm gonna tell you what Auburn gonna do. They're gonna take a hose pipe and water that field down. They're going to have the FBI out there in the bushes, and they're going to give the referees a Walmart card. And you're going to be in trouble. I'm going to tell you that right now. This is not a game. This is not a game. Now, you ride around in your S10 on your 22 with your little girlfriend. You need to tell her, I got some business to take care of. We'll go out tonight, but I got to take care of this business. This is what I'm talking about. Their mind ain't on. And as far as Ryan Williams, he don't lost focus for whatever reason. This young man don't lost focus. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he might be hurt. I don't know. But I know this. Once your gloves go between them ropes into the ring, you ain't hurt. You're not hurt. To me, you ain't. Now, if you lose and you take a beating, that's on you, because you should have called that fight off 2 weeks ago. This is what I'm talking about. Roll, Tide, roll. And I'm going to back him. I support him. I got Alabama all stuff all around my house. I mean, I got so much stuff I don't stepped on some stuff. This is what I'm talking about. The fans show up, we show out, and we demand that you play like you're supposed to play. And now you say, well, you don't need to be picking. Well, let me tell you something, man. Anybody can have a right to their opinion. Now, we're not trying to put these young men down because they're human beings. I understand this. They're just young people. That's all. But when you step out there on that field, you carry a standard. Okay? All this talking about some, and then I seen the defensive end. He just run on past the left tackle and right tackle. And you keep turning and looking one way. Our quarterback looking one way. I ain't getting in the car with him. I can tell you that. Don't even take me to the store. Because we'll be in the junkyard. Car be don't got tore up. Because you ain't looking for the blitz. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. We carry a standard. And if they don't like what I'm saying, so what? Tough cookies. Do your job. That's what I got to say.
But you know what, Uncle Charles? Now, everybody hollering about AK Deer. I'm going to go on and settle it right here. First of all, it must be a proven fact that AK Deer can't pass block. Just like Ryan can't. Just like Jam can't. Jam's not being efficient with it. Just like, have anybody seen the clip or what that 5'11", 180-pound Wolf came in? I think that's what he played from Oklahoma. Ran Daniel Hill over and got the tie. He popped Daniel Hill. Popped him. Threw him all off.
Davon Jordan. He talked about number 12, Davon Jordan.
Knock Daniel Hill over here to Mississippi where I am. Yes, he did. See, I'm telling you, there is something wrong with all of them. I believe as it relates to the offensive scheme, Uncle Charles. Now, right. I believe in what you're saying. You got to do your job, but doggone it, we in week 12.
That's right.
We in week 12. I said this last week, Uncle Charles. We are in week 12 with week 1 problems.
Yes.
I've been said this. Now, I ain't have to know accolades and stuff. I can stand on what I say. I can stand on it. And I've been said it. That we in week 1, when we lost to Florida State, we're having the same O-line problem from week 1, and we've got them now. And it has gotten progressively worse. Worse. Yes, Dr. Crystal, and I believe that too, that part of Ryan's problem is his injury. Part of Jam's problem is his injury. Part of Jaden Roberts' problem is his injury. And what do they all have in common? Concussions.
That's right.
But check this out. Unc just said it. When you step in the lines, you're not hurt no more. It's just like we know that Material shouldn't have went in that Texas game, but if you say you're not hurt no more, then you got to be accountable. You got to.
I'm not refuting what they're saying. That comes from the top. If a dude, Uncle Charles, what you say? You should have canceled that fight 2 weeks ago.
That's right.
If you knew that the guy, wait a minute, okay, I'm about to throw my hat again. Something in practice ought to be telling me, if I'm a coach, something in practice ought to be telling me that this dude is a no-go. Something's not right. And you can't, for the life of me, just for the sake of giggles and everything else, just put him out there and say, we're going to stick him out there just in case. For what? Nick Saban said it best. You got to play the best person that's going to help you win the game.
That's right.
Now, as a time reading the blitz, I said it, that it's more than just Ty that has to pick up the blitz package. The O-line has to pick it up. They got to be able to see it. The wideouts got to be able to see it. The running backs got to be able to see it. But I'm going to tell you something else, but that nobody's brought it up. Since we're going to bring up blitzing, since we're going to bring them up, Oklahoma delayed the blitz.
That's right.
They delayed it. They did that on purpose. That's just called smart play calling. What no sense in you calling a blitz, putting the blitz up like that, blah, 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 and then try to run it. It gave Alabama a chance to adjust. They didn't give Alabama a chance to adjust. They called a delayed blitz. That last blitz was a bona fide delayed blitz. They ran the play, then boom, here they came. And Ty didn't know the day was Monday. He didn't know.
He didn't know. He didn't know. Let me tell you, if that was Steve Spurrier, I'm just going to tell you what I know about Steve Spurrier. If he would have threw that interception, he would have never seen that quarterback position no more. He'd been on the bench. I seen what Steve Spurrier did to his starting quarterback. He threw an interception in that Auburn game. That's it. Go sit over there. That guy never seen another down of football. Not another down. So this coach here is a little bit more. He need to be more animated, man. He needs to. If somebody mess up, man, get over there, sit down, man. Oh, what you doing? Your whole game stink, and you need to go over there and freshen up. Because I'm tired of it now. Now you, as a coach, let me tell you something. Well, I'm gonna hit the transfer portal. Then hit it. Then I got a lot of folks I see hitting a dance. Okay, and they can't dance. But you want to hit the transfer? Go ahead. But it's not gonna change your problem. It's not going to change it. Like you said, adjustments. Adjustments.
I'm with you, Double O. I hold coaches accountable when a player's performance is hindered by injury, as it is their responsibility to remove a player from the game to protect them. And I'm in total agreement, but I also say you should see some of that in practice. It ought to be something wrong. Good morning, Stacy. I don't know, but right now y'all playing the best ball. I'm just being honest with you. Right now, yes. Georgia in the SEC, Georgia playing the best ball up there. Y'all might call them mid, but they're playing football the way it's supposed to be played.
That's right.
They running that ball, running it. I'm a former running back coach. I'm a former running back, Uncle Charles. I'm a former running back, Brock. That's how we won games. Running the football.
There you
Not
go.
all that passy stuff. So, see, I'm trying to hold my cool and just be cool about this thing. But the more I get down and start thinking about it, I'm about to lose my cool as a host because we can do better than this.
Yes.
And we still, okay, Uncle Charles, Bishop, Brock, let's go back to when I don't know if your parents are still living, but let's just go back to when we were kids. How many times did it take for your parents to tell you, Charles, don't do this, Bishop, don't do this, Brock, don't do this, blah, 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 this, that, and the third? How many times did it take for your parents to tell you, don't do something, do it this way, blah, 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 before they said something? Did it take 12 weeks?
Nope.
One time. There it is. That's it. And
you be part of a dough somewhere or a switch cross you. One time. That's it.
You ever heard of a jack slap? The jack slap was created for when you didn't understand and they needed to bring attention to you.
And that's a classic slap too. Classic.
And man, and you can hear that slap. You talk about the shot heard around the world. It'll be the slap heard around the world and back again. Well, guess what? We being these guys' friends instead of being the coach.
That's right. Yes.
Get in there and do what you're supposed to do. That's the way they would have done us. We would not be having a week one problem in week 12. No.
I tell you this, he threw it. If Nick Saban was on that sideline, he threw that interception. He'd have ate him up. He would have ate him up.
Watch this. Look at what Dr. Crystal had. If it was Jalen Milroe making the errors that Ty was making, would we be letting him get away with it? The answer is no. No. And I ain't asking for no friend. I ain't answering for no friend. I'm answering for myself. The answer is no. But here's the catch. I'm gonna go on and just tell you because here was the issue, I don't like bringing up Milroe because he's playing in the pros and good game to him yesterday. They almost pulled it off, but here we go. Because Jalen couldn't have he didn't have the intermediate route. Everybody said he couldn't read a defense. I can take you back to plays where he carved up defenses. But what the deal was is that because Jalen, in my opinion, Jalen was trying to be a pocket quarterback instead of playing to his strength all the time and just take off and run because there was nobody more athletic on the field than him.
Right.
So, with that being said, in Jalen's first year, I went back and looked at it last night. Jalen Milroe, well, no. Let me go back even further than that. Bryce Young, in his first year, Bryce Young was sacked almost 50 times. And we just now, and now we got a problem with the O-line. You've been had a problem with the O-line.
That's right.
And those were in the Saban years. Ben had a problem with the O-line. This ain't just happened. Been happening. Jalen's first year, Jalen got sacked for 30-something times, I think. Ben had a problem. And now it's catching up with Ty.
Yeah. All right, Coach.
With him.
Let me say this one last thing, and then I gotta roll. The bottom line is you guys, fans, do us a favor. Watch the game again, and you evaluate. And if you see what we're talking about, then you'll understand why we're so concerned. Because if we can see it, do you think they got enough analysts and assistants that can do enough cut-ups to be in the actual game plan? If that's the case, then that's why we're so staunch on it, is that you can't keep doing that and expect to win games.
Right.
Y'all.
And with that said, hey, I appreciate Piano Man. I really do.
Listen, y'all, I'm going to get off of here. There's some gunfire outside my home. Let me see what's happening. Okay, let me find out. Y'all pray and
we got you.
Bishop and Brock. I'll keep you posted and everything. And I thank you, Brock. Brock, you got my number, and Bishop, you got mine. We got things we got to do. Got to put Twister in the loop. Twister, we got to get you in, and we're reconstructing the show. Uncle Charles, you know you're always welcome, and thank you for coming to everybody in the chat. And but I got to go. Let me see what's happening, because that makes the second go rip. And ain't nobody told me. Told me nothing. And so I appreciate everybody coming. Uncle Charles, keep spitting them facts, bro. But I need you on the show more often, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I need you on the show more often and everything. So we're gonna, and y'all, thank you in the chat. And I will talk to y'all a little bit later on. Don't forget, Bobby Sprinkle comes on this afternoon at 2:00. And then B Sharp comes on tonight at 6. And so let's support. I'm going to try to come back on a little bit later on and make it a 2-dayer, and we're going to continue this conversation. But remember, you can do all things through Christ that gives you strength, and stay focused, drive, and go forward. I promise you, you'll make it. And just remember, roll tide. But we're just some folks that's concerned about our team. We want to see our team win, and we want to see our team not just win. We want to see them win decisively. It's time for a decisive win. So let's get it. I'm going to try to come back on around the 3 or the 4 o'clock hour. But if I don't, I'll see you tomorrow. And everybody have a great day. Roll Tide. And I'll see you tomorrow. And Piano Man is out.